Hello, everyone. This is the birthday blog for September the 18th. Happy birthday if this is your birthday. If it isn't, you are here for a little bit of history. If you like history, please subscribe. If you are smart, please subscribe. If you are sick and tired of the internet only focusing on what happened in the last 72 hours, then please subscribe. If you aren't, then fuck off. I am a comedian who loves history, and I hope you do too. If you do, please subscribe. But let's get to the show. Who was born on your birthday? These are births. Rapper with an awesome voice and host of MTV's Pimp My Ride, and guy who has had cornrows since 1994 and those fucking hurt. Xzibit! Let's hear some of that laugh, Xzibit. That's good every time. Takeo Do, Japanese astronaut, has a PhD in aerospace engineering, so he can actually say...
Brain surgery. Not exactly rocket science, is it?
For making us all feel inferior with his vast amount of achievements, he wins today's Smarty Pants Award. Speaking of making us all feel inferior, cyclist, founder of Livestrong, and most famous guy you know with one ball, Lance Armstrong. Yes, if he were a rapper, his name would be One Pac. Listen, I have to find a way to make fun of him. This guy has accomplished so much. He's a 7-time winner of the Tour de France. He's raised so much money for cancer research, and he looks like this. Call me a jealous asshole, sure. I don't have a rebuttal to that. I'm a jealous asshole. Tomiji Taname, holder of the Oldest Man Award, was born on your birthday, September the 18th, 1895, and died in 2007, 113 years old. Which, he looks pretty good for a 113-year-old man, not a day over 85. Speaking of aging well, Jada Pinkett Smith. She starred in A Different World, was the hot girl in Menace to Society. She's in the Matrix movies, and she earns a Hotness Award for today. Fred Willard, master improvisationalist. You can see him in Spinal Tap, Austin Powers, and Anchorman. Comedian, actress, and hot black girl in high school that I was scared to talk to because she was hot and black. Aisha Tyler, a stand-up comedian. She has had recurring roles on Friends, the cartoon Archer, and she has hosted Talk Soup and The Fifth Wheel. Child actor and murderer Robert Blake earns a Notorious Award for this episode. And speaking of notoriously fat, James Gandolfini, star of the HBO mob series The Sopranos. I'm sure if, I said that to his face, he'd have big pussy or come around and whack me or whack off me. I don't know what the term is. I didn't watch the show. I can't afford HBO. The first prime minister of Mauritius. You might wonder, why are we talking about this guy? I'll tell you why. No prime minister has been blessed with a more goofier Dr. Seussian name than Siwagur Ramgoolam. I'll see your Benjamin Disraeli and raise you a Siwagur Ramgoolam. And to round out the list, Baseball Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg, Pussy X-Men character Cyclops, James Marsden, editor-in-chief of Salon.com Joan Walsh, and acting goddess Greta Garbo, who gave us the immortal line, "I want to be alone." She earns today's third hotness distinction. And now, well, you made it another year without dying, but these people didn't. These are dead. Me! Jimi Hendrix died on this day, leaving behind a legacy of music. Many people consider him to be the greatest electric guitar player of all time. Domitian, Roman emperor. He was assassinated on this day. He earns an Old Award for today. And finally, Gerald Herbert Holtom, the man who invented the peace sign logo. He did it by combining the semaphore symbols for N, which is like this, and meaning nuclear, and then D, which is straight up and down, meaning disarm. Nuclear disarm, and there you get the peace symbol. So let's tally up the achievements for today. 3 hots and 2 olds. Very nice, September the 18th. And now, for some of the events that helped shape the history of your birthday, here is my brother with his segment, The Rule of Threes. Todd.
Cass, hello and happy birthday to all you September 18thians. A lot of astonishing things have happened on your birthday, but I'm here to tell you which of 3 events is the United Nationiest thing to happen on your birthday. This is a special Picking Your Dodgeball Team edition of the Rule of Threes. Let's get started. 1962, Burundi, Jamaica, Rwanda, Trinidad, and Tobago are admitted into the United Nations. So if we were the United Nations, that would be like picking the kid with no discernible athletic skill, the pothead kid, the mentally unstable kid, and the kid that's real short and no one really cares about. Looking like a good team so far, United Nations. Number 2. 1973, the Bahamas, East Germany, and West Germany are admitted into the United Nations. So we got the kid who's too cool, but you kind of like picked him so that you hope that maybe he'll invite you over to his really cool house, be able to play with his cool things and stare at his hot mom, but you know is too cool to be able to play dodgeball. And then you got the twins that in recent years have not gotten along very well. Turned out to be a really awesome team, United Nations. Number 3. 1990, Liechtenstein becomes a member of the United Nations. So, for our last pick, we got the small but really rich foreign kid who has no concept of the game whatsoever. Amazing. So those are your choices? Which of these events were the United Nationiest thing to happen on your birthday? Was it number 1, Burundi, Jamaica, Rwanda, Trinidad, and Tobago are admitted? Number 2, the Bahamas, East Germany, and West Germany make the team, or number 3, Liechtenstein makes it because there was no one else. For the answer, continue to the bonus of the birthday blog by clicking the link here. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe. And for CassAnaya, I am Anaya saying click the link, the show is not over.